So next question I have now is around. We've all migrated here, either us directly or our parents, or born either way, and we can talk about the benefits that it has had for the United States. On the flip side, what detriment do you think it has been to our native land for the amount of people that have left our native land to seek opportunity elsewhere? Oh, Blair raised his hand. Oh, Lord. So it sounds like a long answer. No.
What was the question? It was a long question.
All right, so let me ask it again.
Yeah, because I dozed off.
Because police don't pay attention. So we can talk about the contributions that Caribbean people have made to the United States. Mm-hmm. On the flip side, to what detriment has it been for a mass migration of Caribbean people from our native lands? What detriment has it been to our native land? You understand now?
Oh, I understand.
Okay, all right. Just checking. Blair, your turn.
No, ladies first. Go ahead, police. Go ahead,
police. Pass.
No. Passing was for the first round. You can't pass that one, yeah. No. No.
I mean, honestly, I don't really feel like they lost anything, because even when you're here and you make your mark here, I'm saying though, you make your mark here and your country, your island still gets the credit for it. So I don't really know what they've lost.
All right.
This is my teachable moment. Y'all teach me.
Okay, in the case of Jamaica, we lost a lot, right? Jamaica, when we started migrating to the U.S. specifically heavily.
Oh, this looks like it's gonna be long. Let me get comfortable.
No, it ain't. It's gonna be about,
you need a drink?
About 2 minutes. Only about 2 minutes. So Jamaica specifically, right? When we started migrating heavily to the US, at that point, our economy was the top economy in the region, right? It was the top economy in the region. We were going through some stuff with political changes. USA interfered with the CIA, all that stuff, and it caused a lot of people to get fearful. And what happened is that we experienced a brain drain, because the people that migrated from Jamaica during that time were the brightest, the smartest, the most talented ones. They were the ones that left. That was in the mid-70s. They were the ones that left. And it left everybody else who were like C and D students to figure out how to run the country, because everybody who were smart left. The doctors left, the lawyers left.
Them left.
Exactly.
You can email him at.
No, they can check it before you email. You can
These
check
are
it.
not the opinions of Soul Rebel Production.
Yes, these are his individual opinions.
It's written. So majority of who were left to pick up the pieces.
So you're saying Beer Dunce left back a yard?
You know,
Pretty much.
basic maths. Right? So as far as what it did to that society,
I do not agree. All right, go ahead.
As far as what it did to that society back then, it crippled it in many ways. Right? So you went from having the best economy in the region, some of the brightest, smartest people in the region, trading off with Cuba, with producing some of the most brilliant doctors in the region. So now, you don't have those anymore. All of them migrate. So, we were building hospitals and all of that stuff were taking place at that point. And then all of a sudden, all that come to a halt. And you see the effect, because 2.5, 3 years later was the bloodiest election in the Caribbean. You know what I'm saying? That's when they elected Edward Seaga into power. And that was the bloodiest election. There was nobody having the ability to reason anymore. It was just, I'm going to shoot my way.
We're going to skip all over the US and the CIA interference.
Yeah. No, I mentioned that.
Dropping guns in the place. That is why that election.
I mentioned that. I said at the hands. I mentioned that before. I said the CIA involved, and they were integral in destabilizing it. They were integral in
dunce people.
But if you're smart enough, if you had some ability to reason, you wouldn't have take gun from people to kill off a brother just because.
It's deeper than that. You know it's much deeper than that.
So I disagree with Blade on that one.
Me too. I just
let the record show.
Yeah,
we all disagree.
Number one, the people in power at the time, the politicians, are what caused basically the country's economic status to falter. It was greedy politicians. So those politicians didn't have anything to do with the people that migrated to the U.S. Now, I agree in the fact that the people that did migrate to the U.S. left holes and gaps in the country. Like you said, the doctors, the lawyers, and things like that, that if they would have stayed, would have been beneficial to the country itself, because one of the main things in Jamaica, the hospital system is terrible. And I know for a fact that during that time, a lot of doctors and nurses and things like that migrated to the U.S. for better opportunities. So in that aspect, yes, we lose in that aspect of it. And it also skilled workers. You know, America is a land of opportunity. You know, that's what we're all sold. And where do everybody go? The first stop, they go to New York, and then pretty much they disperse from there all over the U.S. So those skilled workers and laborers were needed in Jamaica, and lack of them because they moved here. So in that aspect is where I see we took the L there.
But it wasn't just the lawyers and doctors and like skilled workers too, because we were a booming farming industry, right? But the sugar was rated top in the world. Our bauxite was up there. Our coffee was flip-flopping between Colombia and gold for number 1 and 2 in the world. You know what I'm saying? Beer, all those things that we had in terms of food was up there. Then when they came and they was like, okay, you guys can farm, we're going to pay you a little bit more to go on this farm work. So now you have a gap. You don't have anybody else doing the farm work. Then you look at all these guys who work at the bauxite farms, who were the engineers, who were the ones, the brains behind it. They got plugged. They got sent to Canada and got sent to other places. You looked at all the people who were doing welding, who were doing woodwork, carpentry, who were into all of these other skill sets that
workers.
They got them pulled down. So it's all across. So I'm not just saying it was just the intellects or whatever. It's in every.
You did. You said all the dunce them were left.
Yeah, after them because everybody had the dunce them left to figure it out. Then because everybody had the dunce them. That's a long answer.
That's again. So those are the opinions of Blade. No, I definitely don't agree with the dunce part at all. Not even a look at it. But what and we'll I think this point is important enough to dedicate a whole segment to it on a future episode. Is around that time. That's when I was still living in Jamaica. Late 70s, early 80s. How Jamaica specifically got caught up in rich white man's game. Where the United States and where they
y'all got 10 minutes or I'm gonna be divorced.
What that got to do with what we talking about? Anyway, you have the United States and the Soviet Union using Jamaica as a pawn, right? Between Jamaica and Cuba, and infiltrating and sending weapons and interfering with the elections and all these things that had played a major role in things spiraling out of control in that bloody 1980 election. But that's a big topic. So we'll cover that in our future episode. We can all agree that it did have an impact. When you have thousands, millions of people leaving a country, whether skilled or not skilled or what have you. When you have that amount of talent leaving a country and just sending back remittances, yes, that helps the economy in one way. But what if those people were in the island itself and helping that island grow and producing and creating businesses there and what have you? So we know there's an impact. Exactly how you quantify it, I don't know how you can, but we know that there's an impact.